name's Father John Perdue, and I'm a member of the Flying Fathers, and we're playing tonight in Ennismore, Ontario, as part of the resurrection of the Flying Fathers. The Flying Fathers are a team of hockey-playing priests, combining great hockey with some fun and games and antics on the ice. Our motto is praying and playing. They were founded in 1963 in North Bay, Ontario. A priest, Father Brian McKee, had a parishioner in his parish, a boy who was going to go blind if he didn't have a surgery. They didn't have the kind of insurance that we have today. And so he knew of a priest in a neighboring parish who's a legendary figure in the Canadian church history, Father Les Costello. And Father Les had been a Stanley Cup winner with the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1948. So he calls him and he says, we need to do a fundraiser for this boy who's going to go blind if we don't get a surgery for him.
We thought it would be very good to get together a bunch of priests playing hockey against guys that were in worse shape than we were, like cops or radio guys or TV guys.
So they sell tickets, and it was a great success to the point that they had to do 2 nights in a row because there was such demand.
We raised $5,000, we gave it to the mother. Mother was very happy because she didn't have the proper insurance. So we thought it was a good gimmick. It was better than bingo, so we continued on to raise money for charity.
And that was the birth of the Flying Fathers. They became a team of traveling hockey-playing priests, starring some fabulous, like Junior A, OHL and NHL level hockey players.
But the majority of the boys on the team are fathers, and you will see by the way they play that they are fathers.
I'm speaking for the team now, and I wasn't there when it all evolved. But I think sometimes they knew that their caliber of hockey, if they were to play against maybe the alumni of the Montreal Canadiens or the alumni of the Toronto Maple Leafs, maybe their caliber of play might be just a little below the opponents. So they began to mix in some fun and games that helped the Flying Fathers. And also just to make it family friendly. Like the goal was never that people would come out and watch a biting, hard-fought game, but more so the spirit of it was, like Father Les would say, if a grandfather can be bouncing his grandson on his lap and they both laugh at a bit that happens on the ice, the game has been a success. And so they would incorporate elements of usually religiously based humor, because you have a team of priests, so there'll be funny little antics like the opposition gets a penalty for something like missing Mass on Sunday or skipping the offertory basket, and they'll get 2 minutes. And the Flying Fathers have a little chance now that the opponents are in the box. All kinds of other little antics. If the Flying Fathers are really down, sometimes a line of scrimmage forms and a football comes out, and suddenly they get a touchdown instead of a goal, and there's 6 points when you get a touchdown. They toured all around Canada for 40 years, raising upwards of $5 million for charities. So a town books the Flying Fathers to come in, covers the expenses to bring them in, and then advertises it, and all the proceeds go to whatever charity the town has chosen.
When you are playing for charity and you're having a lot of fun, I think that's more or less a good philosophy to have in life.
I think it was 2003 that Father Costello died, and the team, he was sort of the heart and soul of the team, and combine that with the fact that there weren't as many young men becoming priests through the 80s and 90s. There was a bit of a slump in priestly vocations, and they didn't have enough priests to keep the team going. They continued to get calls and invitations, come play here for this cause or that cause, but didn't have enough. Well, thanks be to God, that tide is slowly turning, and we're getting an increase in young men answering the call to priestly ministry. And a good number of them seem to play hockey. So it was enough that we could get them together and resurrect the Flying Fathers.
And so now today, Father Perdue here in Peterborough, Ontario, has got 14 priests, which shocked me. I couldn't find them in 2008, but there are lots. And it looks like maybe the Flying Fathers, although our flame has gone dim, maybe we've arisen out of the ashes like a phoenix.
So this is the resurrection happening tonight in Ennismore, and we don't know where it's going to go from here, but we're certainly open to wherever the Holy Spirit guides us. Our clown is Mike Martone. Mike is going to be the clown, but he's probably the best hockey player of all of us. Mike was a former captain of the Peterborough Beats, so we're lucky to have him with us. So I told him, and Frank said, once in a while, take his stick and go score a goal. Let's do the bribe one first.
Yeah, I think I was going to say
Traditionally, the Flying Fathers, when they came to a town, would make an effort to visit a local school and promote the event. So we're playing in Ennismore, so this afternoon we visited St. Martin of Tours Elementary School, between the church and the arena, fittingly. And we interacted with the kids and gave out a couple free tickets and had some fun. We played a game against them in a way as a means to promote the event tonight. Totally gives an opportunity for any who can't make the game to see the priests play a little floor hockey and ask a few questions and have some fun.
They're just here to get the kids to come to the Flying Fathers games, and it's working pretty good. I think all the kids liked the presentation. You don't every day play against fathers. Like, not every day you get that.
They're super positive about everything that's going on, like encouraging to not only their team but to everyone, and they're always like cheering for each other.
I think that the fun, the joy of this makes it a special fundraiser.
Part of our theme song was, you can have religion and still can have some fun.
And particularly this time, the fundraiser this time is for the vocations office. So, it ties in very nicely with priestly vocations, that young people would come out and maybe see the priesthood in a way that they've never conceived of it before, and the funds go to a good cause. So I think what makes it unique as a fundraiser is watching priests have fun and play hockey, and at the same time raising some funds for a good cause.
It was a lot of fun. It brought back a lot of memories, and it's been 10 years. I'm 10 years older, and a lot of young guys on the ice tonight. And our team we played against tonight were certainly younger. They're, I don't know, maybe 17, 18-year-olds, I guess. So they're a few years younger than I am.
Like, I'm a married man with 3 children, very happy in my vocation, but my hat goes off to the dedication and hard work that they do. And so what we're trying to show for vocations, that your life isn't over to become a priest, maybe it's just beginning.
I like coming to meet the people, to raise money for charity, and also I like the guys on the team. I always get some good ideas for my sermons when I go back home. The reason we win so many games is we cheat.